Hello there, Edison players. Welcome back to another tournament match review. Today we are doing round 4 of our charity ELLO tournament held last weekend. This round we're gonna see Benjamin on the left against Dennis on the right. Benjamin starting with a T set and Dennis answering that with Kawaki Meru Guardian. A classic card from the Emancipator deck, and it's going to attack into Mystic Tomato, which Dennis will be negating with the Guardian. Yeah, just passing back a set monster from Dennis as well. So both players on a bit of a slow start, even though Dennis is playing Dark Gaia OTK, which is a really explosive deck. I'm not seeing which monster this is, but Call of the Haunted on Mystic Tomato is enough to stop that. We're gonna see Tomato attacking over Sangan. Yeah, still a bit of a glare. I fixed it after this round, so next round we should be able to see all of the cards properly. Anyway, Sangan is going to fetch the Neospatian Grand Mole, a rock monster. It's small but potent. And here Benjamin fills up the rest of his back row. So there's potentially a Starlight Road there. This Lila is going to run into Bottomless. Yeah, it looks like Dennis is on a small Lightsworn engine to mill cards, I guess. We're going to see Trap Dust Shoots. There's a Gaius there. There's a Dark Calling I see. Yeah, I'm going to put back the Gaius, if I'm not mistaken, to make sure this Tomato resolves properly. Grand Mole is going to bounce it though. Yeah, the Finish Chain stays on the field. And yeah, here we had a bit of an issue with the video, but yeah, it's fixed. Anyway, Allure of Darkness is going to be drawing some more cards. Banishing the known Tomato. And here is a Goblin Zombie attacking the Hamster. So a Raikou will be set. Yeah, definitely a very slow game, which is to be expected from zombies. They usually build towards like a very explosive turn. But the Dark Gaia deck, taking its time, that well, maybe I'm not super familiar with the deck, but it's not something we usually see. Here's another Kwakimeru Guardian. Raikou is going to get flipped face up, and it destroys a Mirror Force. So excellent hit. Wow, imagine if that had been a Torrential Tribute. Would have been devastating. The Guardian attacks the Goblin Zombie, but eats a Dimensional Prison. And it's just gonna be another pass. Yeah, I know the classic old school Dark Gaia deck played like a bunch of bricks, but it seems like modern Dark Gaia is playing smaller monsters that have more utility, like the Kwakimeru Guardian. The back row is once again full. So if you're Dennis, you can kind of read that the card that hasn't been played yet could be the Starlight Roads or like a Solemn Judgment. We're gonna see Gigantes hits the field. Also a rock monster, 1900 attack points. And when it's destroyed by battle, it nukes the entire back row. So And the hamster being tributed for Gaius. Gaius target the goblin zombie. But torrential tribute is chained. That's massive. Plus Benjamin had Sangan, so he's gonna search off the Sangan as well as the goblin zombie. That's huge. Does Dennis have the Dark Calling though? That would be pretty good. I'm gonna search the Mizuki and the Diva. So it's Diva zombie. Okay. I'm more of an emergency teleport psychic package kind of guy, but yeah. And yeah, Raiko still needs to mill, but looks like nothing relevant was milled. And here we're seeing, yeah, the Dark Calling, banishing Gaius Gigantes. So that's gonna be 4,300 attack points on this evil hero Dark Gaia. Yeah, placing the die there to denote the attack value. 4,300 is gonna eat the dimensional prison. Feels bad, man. Here we're gonna see Goblin Zombie get in directly. That forces the opponent to mill a card. Fossil Dine Apache Cephalo, another excellent rock monster. Again, a bit smaller, but more utility. Here is the Diva, summoning out another Diva. And this could be one of those bigger turns for zombies. Because now the Goblin Zombie is going to search the Plague Spreader. And Benjamin has a lot of possible plays. He could even like... yeah, pitching the Mizuki, passing the back row. Mizuki effects, bring back Goblin Zombie. It's going to make another Synchro 6. I see Benjamin eyeing the Gaia Knights. Yeah, Brionac pitching Plague Spreader Zombie. Plague Spreader Zombie is gonna reborn itself. And that is Colossal Fighter. And I'm not sure whether there's any warriors in grave, but that's gonna be at least 2,800. And then Goyo attacks over the Gors. So Dennis holding on for dear life, thanks to Gors. We're losing sound for a bit. But anyway, this is where Dennis has to consider, because yeah, the Colossal Fighter is also annoying to get rid of. Normal Summon Grand Mole, yeah. Not going to declare an attack with it. But yeah, the Brionac is gone. Normally Brionac is like an easily accessible out to Grand Mole. Yeah. Benjamin not going to do anything, just passing here. Basically telling Dennis, if you want this Grand Mole to resolve, you'll have to attack me. Benjamin just gonna set another back row and passing from there. And man, now Dennis is filling up his monster lineup as well. Maybe if Benjamin is on like Red Dragon Archfiends, that could clear all of them at once. Because there's a solid odds that one of these set monsters is a Fossil Dyna. Let's see, Raiko flipped face up. And Dennis is gonna roll for the back row. Okay. Hits the Starlight Road. Yeah. Milling 3 cards. Release from Stone is among them. It's basically like a Call of the Haunted for rock monsters. For the Banished Zone. So is that other set monster the Fossil Dyna though? Dennis eyeing the extra deck, so maybe he has tuner access. Ah yeah, Dark Resonator, the classic. And it's Morphing Jar. So no Fossil Dyna, but Morphing Jar. Okay. Then it's getting close to deck out. Here we're gonna see Synchro 6 for Brionac with a fresh hand of 5 cards. So could potentially just clear. Oh, is indeed gonna discard 4. So face down. The Goyo, the Gorse. Wow, imagine Forbidden Chalice here. Ah, not yet bouncing the Gorse. Gonna summon a Gaia Plate. Switch the Gorse token to attack position. And that was 28. So attacking the Gorse. There's 200 from Raiko. 700 from Morphing Jar. 2800 from Brionac. Did I miss something with the life points? Probably. There was a Solemn Judgment that was gone at some point. So yeah, my life point count might have been inaccurate there. Anyway, a very explosive turn ending the duel. So let's get into the next game. See Benjamin going first with the T set, but he's playing around the Mech Knights, so it's not a real T. Then he's answering with a set monster. Gaius is gonna banish and then get in directly. Here is Cyber Dragon, looks like. And tribute for Caius, banishing the Caius, if it resolves. But Trap Hole is chained, wow. Still 1000 points of damage for Benjamin. And now then it's just setting. Book of Life being activated. But DD Crow is chained. So Pyramid Turtle is banished. And yeah, the Gaius is still banished from the opposing grave. Could be relevant in case of like a Dark Calling. Gaius is one of the bigger fiend monsters the deck plays. And we see my guy, Dark Resonator, getting in. No, Dimensional Prison, no. Here is Gale the Whirlwind attacking over Sangan. Searching a hamster, okay. I'm spying a brain control in Benjamin's hand, but it's not really doing anything right now, so... There's also a Mizuki, so maybe he could attack into the hamster, main phase 2 Black Rose the field. Yeah, there is 500 damage from the hamster, setting a Raikou. Main phase 2 halving the hamster and tributing the Gale for a Gaius. Okay, so that gets rid of the Raikou. So yeah, pretty clean sequence there. And we see a hamster being tributed for Gaius. Gaius banished Gaius for the second time this match. Are we going to see a second trap hole? No. So that's another 1000 points of damage. And the Gaius is going to try to get in. But gets hit with Dimensional Prison. And here is Return from the Different Dimension. So both of these guys is gonna hit the field again, along with Dark Resonator in attack position. But there was a trap hole. But yeah, it's not gonna be doing it. So then he's convincingly attacking for game with a massive swing from Return from the Different Dimension. Excellent, excellent. Guys, I was Ryan Atlas. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't also already. Bye.